everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Free for All, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, soon to be Twitching, and Spotify, Apple, and Google Play as far as voice goes. So everything is getting to be big time around here. I want to welcome, as always, the APOC himself, Stiff Mike.
Dog King himself.
You hear him? Go to the merch. And the recovering AJP Sidewalk Sam, live from his bed. Hopefully he's not too high on his medications this evening. He was falling asleep, and and the Don King of the
Dog King.
The dog. All right, the Dog King. I thought it was Don King because of his hair and his beard, because that would have fit too. The Dog King himself, Mr. Jimmy Fingers. What's going on, guys?
What's up, fellas?
So hopefully I'll have a video type of ending beginning that I can have to implant on that countdown until we hit the air. Is that a for real, like King's coat you wearing there, Fingers?
Yeah, I came up with a new gimmick myself. That's my
Yeah, I'm sure you did. You look like a hobo.
You know what would work good with that countdown is that old WCCW intro.
I just need to learn how to do some video editing and make a 30-second music video, and it gives you all the tools to implant something that you have downloaded in your computer to put it in there. So say like we had a guy on and we were interviewing him, and there was a match clip we wanted to make. You can implant the match clip, go to this thing where it says brand, and on the brand it has all these different options, and you can implant the video in it.
You could even use, like, if we were talking about a subject matter, or even whether it would be WWE, AEW, I think you could use like 9 seconds, like you have a 9-second limit.
Yeah.
So first off, boys, are we all comp one of them t-shirts you got on there, Rumble?
Say what?
Are we all comp one of those t-shirts he's got on there?
Bullshit.
See, the difference between myself and Rumble, if I made them, I would give you guys t-shirts. Rumble is a money hungry.
I ain't saying I'm money hungry. Don't worry. If you come here, Pelly, in the September, yeah, I'm sure you can persuade me into making you one.
All right, on, cool, man. It looks like it's like old school. I like it.
Thank you.
It looks like all off of the Nintendo box.
Yeah. It's a good start.
Listen, it was just things we pieced together. I'll tell you, I built it without having the proper tool at the beginning, which this was there, and then all the tools came in with the material. So this is spaced, and these are spaced, but he's off to one side. Because he was on there first, and I didn't have the gauges yet. And I'm not gonna lie, I got impatient.
I'll show you how it's done tomorrow.
Just make sure it looks just like mine. Lightning bolts, and patented after the. I just call it my own bootleg version of the.
A Nintendo box.
If you want to call it a Nintendo box, yeah, all right. Or Gorilla. What's that? There, the Bullet Club. How they originally had the 2 machine guns. It says Bullet Club, and then it's got a skull biting.
That's nowhere near the Bullet Club design.
It's not. It's not.
It's in my eyes.
It's along the right. Well, I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, I like it, Rumble. It's pretty cool. I like it.
It's written in gold, baby.
So I just learned this about an hour ago about all the NXT releases.
What do you mean?
I knew about Bobby Fish last night. I just didn't say
Bronson
nothing.
Reed.
What?
Bobby
Yeah.
Fish.
Bronson Reed got released. Tyler Russ got released. Mercedes got released. Bobby Fish got released. Leon Ruff got released. Who else?
Tyler, yeah. Ari Sterling. The kid with the multicolored hair. That kid that did all the flips as a heel.
Yeah.
He got released.
12 in all.
Wow.
I knew about Bobby Fish last night. He didn't say nothing because I wanted to see if it was actually going to be true, but it is true.
Yeah.
But Bobby Fish is close to 50, so I can understand that. Tyler Rusk is junk. I can understand that. The one that baffles me is Bronson Reed. He was supposed to go up to SmackDown. I don't understand what the hell that's all about.
Yeah, that's one that kind of baffled me too.
Maybe he's going to get his work visa renewed.
Could be too. Yeah, that's a possibility. So also, I don't know the validity of this rumor, but Adam Cole was at SmackDown. So
yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
All right. So
he had a meeting with Vince at 6:30.
Yep.
So this is the thing that I'm thinking now. Now, upon the Bronson Reed thing, do you think maybe that they waive him and re-sign him to a regular main roster contract so that they're not faced with, if they per se things don't work out on the big roster, an Aleister Black type moment happens where instead of 90 days it's 30 days?
Could be. I can see that. So
maybe they learn from their mistake.
Let me slap you two idiots around a little bit. Mr. Oh, it's legitimate that Adam Cole was offered a contract by EW. No, he wasn't.
He was.
Came from the horse's mouth. They did not offer him a contract. Now, will they offer a contract? Probably, but they didn't. They hasn't as of yet.
Tony Khan,
legitimacy of my
don't even go there with that bullshit.
Listen,
shut up.
That
you're just mad because I freaking mic dropped you both.
No, is because you continuously shit talk Dirt Sheet Radio, and they're pretty consistent with their stuff. No,
they are the worst.
No, they're not.
Dude,
I forget what it was. Listen, we all get our stuff wrong.
Listen, Nintendo 64, quiet down. They get their information from Dave Meltzer, which is the worst because all WWE's feeds in bullshit.
I got you black computer on.
Okay, buddy.
So, Dirt Sheet Radio is a bigger mark than freaking the clowns in the lower corner. Not you, Pelly, the other one.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome. You haven't felt my wrath. You haven't done nothing to feel my wrath yet. So.
Oh my God.
And if you put my picture up on Facebook again, you son of a bitch, I'm gonna come to Tewksbury and slap your beard off your face.
Oh, that was awesome.
Fucking asshole.
That was wicked good. That was funny, dude.
Poor man's version of Tiger King sitting right there, Jimmy Fingers. With his shirt off, laying with his dogs. Are you kidding me? How much?
All he needed was like one of his summer squashes or eggplants holding them, and posing like this.
Oh my God.
So
yeah, I'm a little baffled at the Bronson Reed thing. You make a good point, Jay.
Yeah, but what Rumble said made sense, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seem to think that is definitely something that could. Whoa. Yeah, you don't want to ruin that.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin that.
No, you don't want to ruin that. So I think, yeah, I definitely think that the Bronson Reed, if he's going up, maybe it's something where they don't want him to get if they waive him that they only give him 30 days. Like, you know what I mean? They don't want to get maybe in that clause. You know, I don't know. I'm
He
just
just
saying.
I think
just had
some
a
of the
dark.
Go ahead, Pelly.
He just had a dark match like 2 weeks ago, didn't he?
Yeah, and from my understanding, it impressed a lot of people. So
It went well. Yeah, it did. Yep. And Vince, you know how Vince likes his big guys.
So I think the releases in NXT are they're making room for the newer talent that they signed,
Like Carmelo Hayes and Josh Briggs
Briggs,
and
yeah, all them guys during the tournament.
anybody in that tournament.
Yep.
Tournament.
So I mean, you went 12. I mean, there's 12 guys in the tournament. They released 12 guys.
Hello, everyone, and let's say hello to you as well, my friend. Please give us any questions tonight, anything, subjects you want us to talk about on Friday Night Free for All. Basically, we're going to talk some AEW in a while here. I noticed just myself from watching the first match, Juventud Guerrera, he should have stayed in retirement. He was in good shape. I thought you were clapping it like the comment. You're smacking your Marlboros there. Your Dukes there.
Smacked you when they made that shirt.
Oh, John Wayne, be quiet. Smoke your squally.
You look like a freaking blueberry right now. Shut up.
Thank you, buddy.
A blueberry with a green dot on it.
There's orange in there.
I'm just ripping you, Jay. Don't get your panties in a bunch and get your dyed hair all twisted.
I ain't got no fucking dyed hair, motherfucker. The only person with dyed hair on here is the fucking Dog King himself. That's it. You've heard of Cesar Romero. There he is. The Dog King himself, Jimmy Fingers.
Oh my god.
Look at those. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, I really.
If Bret Hart only could
Why
have
would
ate
you
those.
put your front toes on live on this stream? What's wrong with you?
Speaking of feet, Mike, remember my feet?
You're the reason why I hate feet.
When I stuck up the front of that U-Haul.
I wanted to stab you at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my god. Dude, we were on a road trip and we had to sleep in the front of the cab of the truck, the U-Haul, and this asshole takes his shoes off and puts his feet up on the dashboard. He freaking had left dirty footprints on the windshield.
Bro, they were steaming that day.
Steaming. That was the weekend that we blew everybody away on 2 hours of sleep.
Yep, that was the week we met. That was the weekend we wrestled on the show that The Rock was doing the autograph signing. And
yeah.
Second.
That was a nightmare road trip.
I had a great time.
Yeah, I gotta apologize. I never watched AEW, but Mike didn't either. Probably.
I watched some of the fucking shit show. It was horrible.
I know Fingers did it. Can I tell you, for the pure entertainment satisfaction, just hearing Mike bitch, moan, and complain and yell at me and Fingers is all worth it.
Watching the shit show? I'd rather watch paint dry than watch AEW, to be honest with you, but that's okay.
Listen,
I'm laid up for a couple of weeks, so
I'll
be sure to watch all the
fucking Undertaker, and they would still fuck it up. That's how bad they are.
The main event was good. That was it.
Yeah. I get.
I said the main event was good.
I did. The main event was good.
So what was with
So
Malachi Black putting over Cody Rhodes? What was the gimmick there?
He didn't put Cody Rhodes over. Man,
Cody
Cody
Rhodes
put
put
him
him
over.
over, and then Cody Rhodes decided to put himself over after the match because he's a fucking glory hound. That's why.
I didn't see it. I thought like Malachi Black hit him
He
with the
put
gimmick.
Black over. He put Black over clean, which is great. But then he just turned it on himself right after the match. So,
Uh-huh.
am I right, Fingers, or am I right?
you are correct.
Thank you.
I didn't see it. I just saw a clip.
Black beat the shit out of Cody. I mean, I enjoyed all of that. But I think it should have been Black with the microphone saying whatever he had to say and let Cody whimper off.
Well, all right. Let's not work from beginning to end. Let's work at the beginning of the card and say anything here.
Let's not work from beginning to end. Really, that makes no fucking sense.
The show was not good, man. It was not good. Like I said, the ending was interesting for me.
Yep.
But I thought it just. I mean, it wasn't a good show.
So
there's the problem. You know why you didn't like this week, Fingers? Because they had that match between Nick Gage and Chris Jericho. Now next week they're looking for something that's gonna be just as over with that, or something even more over.
And that match wasn't good either.
Yeah, it was. That was good, man.
Did I watch that match? It wasn't. It wasn't.
It was entertaining. AJP, you're 100% right. They should have finished with Gage. They should have made Gage the final layer because Wardlow. It's
having a connection fit over there.
Like Juventud should have been first. Then
you all right, Jay?
Then Gage.
I mean, all right. Here we go, Fingers. What perspective do you mean by like just say good, meaning the match? Like describe your meaning of good, and then I'll describe what I mean about the match and good.
I'm not talking about the in-ring work. I'm talking about what my eyes are entertained by.
Okay. Much better, because Nick Gage for the first 5 to 7 minutes of that match looked out of place. Now, after seeing that match 2 days later, I went on YouTube and I wanted to watch the match of him versus Matt Cardona. Okay, now Matt Cardona and him, same
way better
thing.
match than Jericho.
Yes. Way better. But can I tell you, when it goes to like doing a simple, like just like Irish whip or making somebody's head go off an object, Nick Gage's fundamentals to the easy things are are not good. They're very subpar. But will I say this? He's the most entertaining, other than that Cologne guy, Alex Cologne, I believe, and Ricky RSP, Ricky St. Paul, or whatever his name is there. And then there's another kid, Atticus Koga. There's like six of them that are incredibly talented at this deathmatch wrestling. So I will not knock Nick Gage for being entertaining, but for being around as long as he has, his in-ring work on basic hand maneuvers, I could teach you how to, and Mike could teach you, and Pelly could teach you how to do that stuff better. And people were like, wow, that Fingers, man, he can go.
All right. So real quick.
Yeah.
PWI Insider. Reason why NXT releases today. Plans are a small revamp of the show. This will include a new logo, new lighting, and focusing on their younger talent they were bringing in. So they're making room for what they have right now. That's the main reason why they let other people go.
How old is Bronson Reed?
Evidently too old for what they want.
I don't think it's too old for what they want. I think it's that he is probably, like you said, Jay, going to get a main roster contract, which
Yeah.
makes sense. But if you look at the 12 that they released and the 12 they have in the breakout tournament, they're making room for them. I mean,
Yeah.
again, Bobby Fish I knew about last night. I just didn't say nothing. He's 49 years old. He's always hurt. Tyler Ross just doesn't have it. He's like wet wallpaper hanging off the wall. It's horrible. He's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I mean, the Bronson Reed thing still kind of baffles me because through all these releases, who's still there? Keith Lee.
Yep.
So, and I would have thought by now from the heat he had with McMahon, he would have got released, but they're not releasing him.
Can I tell you, at times, I really think this, so to speak, stories that we hear, like the validity of them, because wrestling, even though it's not protected, it's still protected to a certain point. Because if there's a riff in the Yankees locker room or a riff in the Red Sox locker room, riff in the Celtics locker room, the Toronto Raptors locker room, that stuff goes right away to like Sports Center or a local paper. Whereas in professional wrestling, it's still protected that it goes to these, so to speak, these mark pages that Mike references to, the dirt sheets of this world. And, the validity of those, it's not like Vince McMahon has an assigned writer or a assigned reporter that is able to legitimately take the day-to-day inside news and report it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying not to read the mark sheets because some of the comments on here, boy, these people should be writing for WWE or AEW because they're geniuses.
It's like the mark sheets are written by marks.
Exactly.
WWE,
it's like
comedy.
It's like listening to Jimmy Fingers talk. Same.
Who's writing for WWE? Comedy writers that know nothing about wrestling.
Well, that's not true, actually, but okay.
Okay.
I forgot you know everything, you clown.
The head writer for
is Bruce Pritchard, I know.
Well, no, it's not. It's Jason Jordan now for Monday Night Raw. Jason Jordan's the head writer.
He's shit in the fucking bed. He big time.
Yeah, he is.
Is T.J. Wilson an assistant writer, or is he just an agent?
He's just an agent.
He's just an agent. I think Paul. Go on.
Fingers is right to an extent. Pritchard and McMahon have final say what goes on TV, but Bruce Pritchard's not writing shit. It's all Jason Jordan. He's the head writer.
Yeah, but how many ideas are they coming up with, and Bruce and Vince are scrapping them?
I think.
Listen, you're not going to get an argument out of that one.
I think Bruce Pritchard needs to go back to doing his podcast with Conrad.
He still does it too.
Wow.
And they're so afraid. They want to put Heyman back in charge, but they're so afraid of his ideas, and it baffles me because I think when Heyman had the reins for Raw, way better.
You know, it's funny
about talent and pushed them, and they didn't like that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, like Garza and guys like that, Heyman was all for.
Yep.
The funny thing about Pritchard is he still does his podcast. Clearly, he's not allowed to talk about current stuff. But you can't tell me that Conrad wants to say, "What the F are you doing?"
Yeah, I think Paul Heyman should be in charge of Raw and SmackDown.
Well, he is making, from what I understand, he's responsible for a lot of stuff that's on SmackDown right now. He's like either assistant or he puts his 2 cents in, and a lot of the writers go with it. So
I heard he just he's a huge influence because he just happens to be on that brand,
right.
and he's not somebody that per se shies away from things. So
Well, you could
evident.
tell. You could definitely tell that he's got his hands in the mix.
Well, I would like to say this to the Facebook user that commented on what do we all think of Bronson versus Big E? Well, we really can't think of nothing now because Bronson is, until we find out other, has been let go, released by the WWE. And I don't know who this was again, but what do we think of the last labor for Jericho? Will be. I think his career is on the line, but versus who do you think? We seen this the other night. It is Wardlow, unbeknownst that Jimmy Fingers Jimmy Fingers at work the other night. That water tasted so good at the fountain of misinformation that he filled his gallon
Yeah,
jug.
he even went out and posted it. Who called it Fandango? Fandango was never on the show, ding dong.
But it would have been a good choice since
Oh my God! Listen, Bobby the Brain Heated. That's all. It's like, hey, you know how the Miami Hurricanes, when they intercept a pass, they put the hurricane chain on. We'll just call it the brain chain on here. Whoever is and says something dumb that is misinformation, where's the
Fingers.
brain train? And right
Fingers
now,
is gonna be wearing that shit all fucking show.
And right now, Fingers, you are wearing the brain chain. I think we should come up with a chain and we all have it on set.
Well,
And
No, you know what
when
we
it,
do, Rumble? You know what
yeah.
we do? Yeah, we all go to like the dollar store or something and get a crown. And then when whoever says something stupid has to wear the crown for the rest of the podcast.
Well, right now, Fingers is wearing the dunce cap because I don't know what the
There
fuck.
we go. Oh my God, yeah. He looks like one of those dudes at the cookout. That he shows up on the Harley. And it's not even a good one. It's like
Listen, I
30
just got
years
home
old.
20 minutes ago from riding my bike, so you guys are lucky I even came on.
the brain change is going to be hot potatoed right back to the volcano of misinformation, Mike.
With Jimmy Fingers.
Gonna go back and forth.
Fingers.
Oh my
The
God.
Dog King has spoken. I'll be right back
The Dog
because
King.
he's dumber than a bucket full of rocks on a beach.
Don't try to take credit for my new persona.
I gave it to you, you fucking
He
moron.
He did. I seen it because you took a picture with all your dogs out in the yard. That's all cool, but it was like you were modeling for like dogs. For being, I'm a
Poor
dog.
man's version of Tiger King.
I'm a dog lover. You should be a dog lover too, like a poster, and they put it up at the pet store. You know what I mean?
Those pictures were definitely very, very good.
Oh, buddy, they would sell at the fucking Saga Square One Mall.
I'm gonna take them down.
Yeah, you should bring him right to the
You
pet
should.
place.
Because I'll abuse you for the rest of them there.
Crop up the thing, make your own poster, bring it to them. I'm
You know
telling you.
What's funny was I didn't even realize I was shirtless until after.
I did. I was
I'm like,
oh man. I was like this. Oh boy. All over this one.
I'm like, all he is missing is his garden vegetables.
That's it. Every time he posts a picture, it's entertainment for me. It really is. I do have to say though, I am jealous of his garden. He's got some good shit growing.
It's late blooming. The rain killed most of it because of all the shit we had in July, but it's starting to burst now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Including the 2 other tomato plants I got in front of the white fence that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I gotta go check out
we saw that.
I gotta go check out my tomato plants tomorrow. I have them in a greenhouse, which is nice.
Well, yeah, that's better.
I have them automatically. I have a hillbilly watering system. You fill a 1 gallon tank, you put the cap back on it, you make it slow drip. You put it into the soil and it just slow drips, and the gallon of water releases throughout the day. And you poke a hole at the top so there's 2 air draws.
You got it, hillbilly.
I think I
What?
put in too late though, because I don't know if it's going to make it through the September frost.
Well, listen, fingers, you can do this, buddy. You can make a cheap greenhouse out of just getting, you don't even need 2x3 or 2x4. You just need strap wood and make a nice frame. Take some eye hooks, put the eye hooks on the bottom with screws and a bolt, and then stake it into the ground. Wrap it with the clear, cheap uh,
Plastic?
contractor's plastic, and for about 20-30 bucks, you got yourself a nice little in-house greenhouse that'll get you through till
October?
oh yeah, buddy. Yep. Build it right around what you got. Measure it out, build it around it. So you don't got to move the plants and shock them at all.
Anyways, we went from talking about wrestling to gimmick. It's great.
Hey, can I tell you something? What do you think? Wrestling before 2021, wrestling was safe. Wrestling wasn't soft and pansy like. People did things other than play video games.
And what's wrong with playing video games? I'll slap you.
And you won't play video games. God damn.
Listen, Snuffles, keep running your mouth with your.
Oh, God damn. Will you stop it? Do I need to send you a box of Kleenex?
You look like freaking Mario threw up on your shirt.
Be quiet, you tissue for an issue.
This
So-
Mike throwing arrows at everybody except for Pelly.
Oh, my God.
Kelly doesn't do nothing. I can't shoot arrows at him. The poor kid's got a broken ankle. The best I can do is send him an eye patch and a pirate, and he'll be all in a parrot. He'll be all set.
So,
Thanks,
so,
Mike.
so
Much
Fingers,
appreciated, Mike.
our official AEW correspondent, the man, he's the right nut man of Tony Khan. What did you think of the Eddie Kingston, John Moxley, along with Darby Allin, with Sting in their corner against Daniel Garcia and the team formerly known as Everrise, now go by the name of 2.0?
I went to the
What?
I went into the bathroom. I didn't hold my interest.
So I bet you a love and life during those two Andrades promos during the night, huh? Incredible work. Him, Chavo. Oh my God. That was great shit for Smoky Mountain Wrestling, not prime time on TNT.
I didn't mind the angle there.
We're not talking about the angle. We're talking the way it was shot, how goofy Chavo is, just the whole. It's all not that it's choppy, but he talks so fast. It wasn't. It just yeah. The production of it was the shits.
Well, I want to know who in the right mind, and Fingers probably booked this, to bring in Chavo Guerrero.
They needed a mouthpiece that's Mexico.
Well, you went from Eddie Guerrero's wife to freaking the biggest clown in the business, Chavo Guerrero.
Yeah, well, next it's going to be Ric Flair.
That would be better.
It would be better. I don't know if it's going to happen, but he still got that heat with freaking Tully and Iron Anderson. That could keep him away.
He does have that heat.
That could keep him away.
It could. But I think
Flair is a vindictive son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He is, but his thirst to be more in the limelight is greater than that. You know what I mean? Greater than his.
Yeah, well, if he was able to sit in a room there, Bischoff, and squash everything that happened between them two before McMahon hired him, then I'm sure he'll be able to squash the heat
I
with
think
Iron
so.
Anderson.
Because they'll use Rick like they use Jake and Sting, and I think Rick's the type of guy that has to die in the ring. Like he can't be at home. He needs
Yeah,
to
but his
be
promos aren't really like the. I mean,
Yeah,
again,
they're not.
72, 73 years old. But
I
Yeah,
his promo
agree. Yeah,
what they used to be.
I agree.
You know, it's
what?
it's,
I don't think
it's
he's that
just
long.
time to give it up.
He can't, Mike. He can't. He
Oh,
just
I
can't.
know he can. Listen. I totally agree. I get it. You know, but comes a time and a place. You know, you're in your mid-70s. Enjoy your young wife and relax and sit on the money that you've made. And
He'd rather be in a ring, dude, doing something, not wrestling, but being more
Look at that.
no,
involved
I
than
get
he
it.
was.
Listen, I get it. I
I,
get it.
I
He's
think
gonna
it has
die. He's gonna
nothing to
die.
do.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
die
go on.
out there.
I
And
think it
that's
has
how he wants it.
nothing to do with him being in the ring. But I do agree with you guys. But I think it has a lot more than just wanting to be in the ring. I believe it's also has to do with that was his life. You know what I mean? He gave up holidays, kids' birthdays, birth of his children. Uh, oh, and he was always the limelight. And I believe there's a part of him also with him aging that I think this also has a lot to do with his brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the angle with him and Orton last year when like Orton hit him with all those truth bombs, man? That
Yep.
was brutal. That was brutal. That hit him, man, for real. That was some good stuff.
Yes.
But there was just so much truth in it that it had to hurt.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised seeing Flair show up. What did you think of the Christian Cage versus the Blade match?
How was that a number one contenders match? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea.
Because they're gonna what do you call it? Hot shot that thing just to get his match with Omega over with and probably do it for Rampage. Omega just beats him and then back to mid card status for Christian.
I bet you're mad about that, huh?
I don't care, man. Like he shouldn't be anywhere near a title picture.
Why?
There you go.
Why?
Christian?
Yeah, I want to hear this analogy. Master of the Ring. Why?
Because there's no build up to it. Like what is
Okay,
he
that's
on
why.
the title shot?
But that's why I said, why is that a number one contenders match? I just want to hear your fucking.
The build up, you fucking knucklehead, is him coming back and persevering after 7 years and having to give up what he loves so much. And now he is 11-0. Okay? So there. Because you and the Tony Khan AEW gimmick BS about this wins and losses, there is your storyline, and there is build up.
And you
Thank
can
you.
you can blend it. You can blend it with WWE as well. If Edge can come back and do it, so can Christian.
Capiche? There will be no blending because when you blend, okay, Christian will show his minor league peewee brain when he cuts a promo, even noticing the other promotion. Christian is not dumb.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not. He wouldn't call out WWE. It's just Edge
Even
and Christian.
he hasn't he hasn't recognized Edge yet. What
He
makes
doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. It's just to show these guys have been a tag team, best friends.
Yeah,
And you just see Edge on the one show, and you see Christian on the other show, and both guys are doing well. They just feed off each other, and you don't have to
yeah,
say anything.
yeah.
Careful, Pelly. Blueberry might get mad at you.
Okay, so he's earned his
be
title
quiet,
shot.
Blackberry.
It's not going to be in a pay-per-view. It's going to be on Elevation, Rampage.
Yeah, That'd be. I'll be honest. That would be kind of Well, that would be kind of lousy. But imagine the memes that come out because Christian got his title shot on a Friday night show, and Edge got his his title shot at a major pay per view.
Hopefully,
It
it's
just
not about that shirt you're wearing.
Oh shit!
what?
Jay, I'm just breaking balls.
Oh, the Freddie Mercury shirt that he's wearing.
No, I was talking
I mean,
about your fucking blueberry, but go
oh,
on.
be quiet, you big blackberry.
Who told you
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 look
can say to
like.
me? I'm Blackberry.
Oh, man, I told you, continue me. You think you're big blueberry.
So
Well, I
anyway,
can say a lot more, Snuffles.
Oh, will you sit there and go fucking bully a dog or something?
well, anyway, after Christian loses to Kenny, then he's going to turn on Jungle Boy, and there's their all-out match.
Yeah, yeah.
Christian's turning heel. Don't be surprised if he ends up tagging up with Matt Hardy.
Okay.
Well, he's now he's the AEW booker. No wonder.
You don't like that? You don't like that?
I think it's a good place to put Christian.
I
Listen. All right, answer this, Mike. How much of you believes Christian is back because he wants to wrestle, or Christian is back because Edge is back and parts of him it eats at him that
I think it's both. I think it's a little bit of both.
Much better.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's more jealousy than wanting to wrestle. I think he got a little butt hurt that Edge came back at 47 years old and looks better than he did when he was 20.
Yeah.
So, I can see that. I mean,
banana. Christian was always the second banana, like Matt was to Jeff.
Well, but that's the type of worker Christian is. He's not really was really good as a singles wrestler. He floated around mid-card after Edge left. He wasn't really, upper echelon, and I mean, Edge is just leaps some bounds above him. I get it. It's just talent-wise.
He had a nice little run in TNA when he first showed up. I think he got the title.
Well, he's a TNA wrestler. That's what he is. Anybody besides AJ Styles that went from TNA to WWE is a mid-card wrestler. EC3 is bad. They kicked him out.
Listen.
Out of Ring of Honor?
No, out of TNA.
I believe a guy like Christian, because of how solid he is, he doesn't realize that a guy like him could have a job for 20 years at one place, because he is always, if not the most over, but with what he does, he gets response, whether it's babyface response or heel response. And a mid-card,
who does that remind you of?
He's a mid-card guy. Hold up, yeah, I'll think about this as I spit this out. He's a mid-card guy that he's a step below Chris Jericho.
Yep, Jericho. Okay.
He's a guy that can stick around for 20 years, reinvent himself. Listen, Christian's never the most over guy, but he's good for transition. Like if there's an intercontinental transition, Christian's perfect for a guy that's going to build up, get it from him, and take that long run. Just like if he were to ever become a WWE champion, he's a transition champion. But for another promotion like AEW,
I'm not disagreeing with that.
AEW, he's not world title. Like he's just not of that genre. But would he fit as the TNT champion? You bet your ass, Christian would be an excellent TNT champion. He's no Edge. Edge could go, and Edge could be the AEW champion tomorrow, and you would talk about Edge, Kenny Omega, and that would make money. Edge, Christian, Kenny Omega, that ain't making. I'm sorry, that's really not making all that much money. But I don't know, to go off the beat real quick, just while this is on my tongue. If anybody who watched AEW and watched the whole thing, there was a certain point where they go out to the major part of the crowd, and if you look off to the right part of that pole, to that stadium, the right side, the upper decks and everything there had black covering all over it, so they couldn't even fill that place for homecoming on Wednesday evening. But then again, they sold out the same place that the WWE was in Monday night when they was in Chicago. They sold it. They sold their tickets in 8 hours. That's because it's the perspective on they believe CM Punk's coming out that night.
It was overall a throwaway show, but I mean, to close up on Christian, and like I said it again, whether it's mystery booking or not, I see him turning heel on Jungle Boy, and then I think he'll be a little bit hotter.
Yeah,
He's a still baby face right now.
I can see him joining with the Matt Hardy brand, like that Hardy brand thing that he has going
Plus,
on.
they got that background history too, so it has.
I can see that quick little thing for him to do, and then he doesn't come through. They give him the boots, and then you put Christian on the same type of Baron Corbin type of thing, not broke, but he's down on himself. Why did he come back? He's got this thing where he's got that 3-word phrase. It's whatever, hustle, loyalty, but it's not. Whatever.
Outwork everyone.
Yes.
Outwork everyone.
Outwork everyone. Am I really outworking everyone, or did I just really outwork my brain, thinking I could be back on top of professional wrestling? Like that's what I can see. But I'm not Nostradamus, and I'm not writing for AEW. I will say
just ask
this:
the head writer, fingers knows.
That's right.
I myself do not believe that they've had strongest shows in, say, the past 6 to 8 weeks. If out of 8 weeks, the past 6 have sucked.
I wouldn't say that many, but about half of them have.
Can I tell you the last? Yeah, I believe the few before they started to go live were really horrendous. I didn't think. It was the two fighter fires or whatever the hell they were called. Those were pretty decent. And fingers, I'm sorry, buddy, but the week before was a tag team extravaganza. It goes from 5-man to 4-man to 6-man to 2-man to one singles match. So please don't tell me that program was good. It had legitimately, because the Good Brothers came out dressed as Looney Tunes and they fought and it. Oh, but it had a storyline, Rumble. That storyline.
They got to make 6-man tag titles. They
buddy,
need 6-man tag
titles.
Yeah,
I can agree with you. But last week's AEW, my gripe was what my gripe is with always, and you have agreed with this, that they try to jam all their talent on one program, regardless if it's singles. They'll put them in so many there's too many tag team things. To me, it reminds me of when the WWE would go and do a house show and they put everybody on the fucking card just to appease all the boys and girls that came with their mummies and daddies to watch the show. And it seems like AEW is just at times filming a house show. And because it's live and there's always, even a house show has a little bit of rhyme and reason for why the matches go on, because the workers themselves tell the story.
It's like a constant Andre the Giant battle royal going on over there.
Yeah. So I disagree with you. And again, you'll put up, oh, he's stroking Vince. I shit on WWE as much as I shit on AEW. I'm one on here that says we need stuff like AEW. Okay, for other workers to have places to go, for fans to have a different perspective and programming to watch to their age bracket. So you're
The
not
two
gonna get
AEW marks are arguing right now. It's great.
no. Joey Kilmartin's a way bigger AEW mark than me.
I was waiting. I was waiting.
Come on, man. Like AEW mark. I like wrestling. So Britt Baker accepts Red Velvet's challenge. I was hoping to see Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa too. Now that Britt Baker's the champion, what do you think, Fingers?
No interest in it. Zero. I mean, it's too early for someone like Chris Statlander, but like the women's division is so bad. I think someone like Ruby Soho is going to help it a little bit.
Ruby Soho.
Go ahead, Jay. You can.
Holy shit! She has got to be, and I understand. I got scolded by Bo because we live in a new world. So I said hateful comments towards her.
Dude, she's ugly. She looks like Toucan Sam.
I'm sorry.
What does
But
that got to do with anything?
She can't work.
Hear me out. It isn't the fact that she can't work. She can work. I watched her in Shimmer. I've seen some of her stuff before. And just hear me out there, Jimmy. I mock out for every girl in panties and bras. It don't matter if they're fat and ugly, or skinny and look like crack hose.
Oh, here we go.
I call them Mrs. Fingers anyways. So Ruby Riott, okay, they missed the ship on her in the WWE. Plain and simple. She should have never been tagging with Liv Morgan. Two completely different gimmicks. I think the money train for her, okay, Ruby Riott, would have been to have tagged up with someone like Shotzi Blackheart. Okay,
where is Shotzi Blackheart? Was she on tonight or was she AWOL again?
I don't know. I'm watching the Team USA. Hopefully, win the gold medal tonight over France. So hear me out. I don't think that. Like, and then you go, oh, well, what about Piper Niven and Shayna? I look like fucking Baron Corbin in drag. Out of I just
Pull yourself together, man. Compose yourself. Get yourself together here.
I am, but Ruby Riott, she needed to be put with somebody that she makes sense with. She just, I don't know, Vince. I don't think there's too many, like punk rock little girls watching that, like that's why I don't think what's her name gets over all that much. Ruby Riott, not Ruby Riott.
Tony Storm?
No, Tony Storm's a totally different character.
Yeah, listen, don't be shitting on Tony Storm. We'll be fighting.
No. Tony Storm's a different character. She reminds me of a '60s biker type of gimmick.
Her ass is over more than she is. I'll tell you that.
Yep. Much. The one now that keeps on fighting. This is Rhea Ripley. Like Rhea Ripley, they changed her gimmick to almost like being like Ruby Soho or whatever the hell you want to call her now. I don't know. The whole punk rock. Look at me. I'm ugly, and I'm making myself even look more uglier. It's just not over with me. Like
now, Jason, we have to be politically correct on this show.
But I believe that she can call me ugly all she wants to. I wouldn't take offense at that. That's her opinion. That's what sucks about living in this country is you're not entitled to your opinion because your opinion might hurt somebody's feelings. Toughen up. Uh,
You hear
so
that,
when
Mike? Toughen up. Stop whining.
First
so
of all, you half-wit, whenever the fuck do I whine? You're
so
I'm not coming on because Mike's going to be mean to me.
do I believe that Ruby Soho will do good in AEW? Yes, because that style in genre where you got the seven piercings in my lip, six piercings in my nose, three in my eyebrow, 52 gauges in my ear, my dick and balls are pierced. Type of fan watch AEW, so they'll be able to adapt to that type of girl right away.
Oh my god!
Okay,
This
so
is
you just made my
I don't
point.
have to say nothing tonight. This is very entertaining to me.
Okay, so yes,
We're watching the drizzle and shit show right now.
so I think everything's good from right there. She'll fit in perfect.
She's going to be the superstar of that division.
Yeah, I think her and Thunder Rosa will have great matches.
No doubt. Thunder Rosa can work. I like her work. Oh,
Yeah, I was hoping she would have signed with Vince, but oh well. So, what do you think's up with this gimmick here? Sticky fingers with Hangman Page believing that he needs to leave the Dark Order for the time being because he's holding them back. And I didn't notice it, but what DVD are they talking about that he put down on the counter in the locker room of the Dark Order?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's a thing online, a few of them different mark sheets, and that was the thing. Did anybody notice Hangman Page put down the DVD before he left? What could be in that thing? Oh, what do we do? Hurt his feelings?
probably. Too much sand in his vagina.
I'll tell you. You guys really aren't know much about what's happening. You guys are just here to go, yep, yep. And Pelly, you have that laugh right
honestly,
there.
I'm getting off soon because I'm tired. So
We don't want to know what you're doing.
listen, fuckstick.
Come on, fingers. Come on, he comes on his own fingers.
Yeah, he does. Hey, your boys aren't doing too well, are they?
Buddy, they're sliding right now, man.
Big time.
It's all right though. I'm not worried
They just
about
got
it.
their asses handed to them by Toronto.
But
12-4.
Yep. It's all good. Let it get. Everybody goes through a cold streak.
And the Yankees are heating up.
They should. They made two good. They made two good trades.
Are working out perfect.
Yep.
I thought Gallo would be more hotter than he is than in the beginning, but it's Rizzo that's been hot. Holy crap!
Yep. Rizzo wanted the shine.
Yeah, Rizzo didn't want to come to New York. He wants to go back to Chicago. And then after him bashing Chicago, he's not.
Where the heck did this dipshit go? All right. So then this Lee Johnson guy, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but evidently he is a student of the Cody Rhodes / Dustin Rhodes School. And he got a shot at the TNT Championship last night against Miro And Miro continues to, in my estimation, is continuing to be the character that he was in the WWE at one time, being that very dominant Bulgarian brute,
But
Rusev,
so
Uthia.
here's my question:
Yep.
do they keep him doing that, or does he fall off like he did when he was in the WWE?
That all has to do with Vince. I believe he fell off of being a brute the day that he started letting that idiot go Rusev Day. And that's when he became soft. And as
Yeah.
we know, anybody who becomes and teeters with the fans like that, Mike,
No, I
uh,
know.
it,
I
it,
mean,
it,
it's just.
it brings that stigma. So once you make him a face, he loses a bit of that. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
But so my question to you: obviously, they're going to bring Lana in. Does it hurt him or does it help him?
Uh, that depends. I think, if anything, and this is just my opinion, I believe she's going to be over. And what he needs to do in order to maintain to be a big, I think this would make him the biggest heel in wrestling, is he
Does not
needs
work
to
with her.
nope. I think if she goes with him, he needs to do a Macho Man gimmick where he basically like belittles her, and makes her sit in the corner. Uh, she only cheers for him if they hear a cheer. Like he gets pissed and looks. I think I think yes. I think
I agree with that, but I don't think he's talented enough to do that. To be honest with you, pull
yeah.
it off.
And I believe it teeters the line too upon domestic violence. So,
Yeah.
but hey, it's TNT and it's AEW, and if I was them, I'd try to pull anything and everything that I can pull out to try and get people to watch my product. You know, so I don't know where Jimmy, he must have had to go outside and take a piss on a fire hydrant.
Well,
So the next match I'll talk about this real quick was the Bunny versus legit Layla Hirsch, and I do not care, but Layla Hirsch is definitely a legit short person,
oh yeah, well,
meaning midget.
yeah. So
I'm just, oh man, I wow. I'm just saying, she's a midget.
is
She's
that
like she's like Robbie Arroyo size, and Robbie Arroyo wrestles for like the midget micro midgets. I wonder why she don't wrestle for them.
right?
She'd be good. Yeah, against Bunny. Bunny with the blade, and I haven't seen the Butcher lately.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he's not around.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's cool. So, and then I didn't know this, but AEW Doc Elevation is on Monday nights on YouTube, I guess. And yeah, that's who really cares.
Nobody cares.
Uh,
Who cares?
So we're gonna wrap it up right here. We're talking about the debut of Malachi Black against Cody Rhodes, and there is so many people that are mocking out and thinking Malachi Black is now gold, and what an entrance, blah blah blah. I like his new entrance gear. I didn't like the swim. Those look like men's swimming shorts. Uh, uh, and
I like the
I'm
headgear. The
yes,
mask
yes.
was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I said his new his his ring gear and stuff like that, like the jacket and his attire was beautiful. Uh, his new music, loved it. Uh, but his entrance in WWE/NXT with him rising up on the
Was way better,
board,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that there's no compare. Yeah, like there's Tino Keen, Justin Keen, Tino. He was up there praising the Malachi Black thing, and I had to bring him back down to earth, and to a certain extent. I agree. It was a great skit. Malachi Black had a great match, but at the end, to a certain extent, I'm not going to agree with Fingers. I don't think Black should have ever grabbed a mic. I think he needs to maintain being mysterious. Let the less said, the better for his gimmick. And
Well,
his
I think Fingers was saying that, yes, Cody put him over, but then he made it about himself, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with that. He should have just
Well,
he should have took the beat and left lay and call it a day.
all right. So, anyways, how could listen? Wrestling's not real. So, like,
No shit.
yeah. This is let me make my point. Then it's all part of the story for Cody Rhodes to look like he's hogging the thing, because it's gonna make Aleister Black. It draws him to come back out and rain on his parade, so that Aleister Black is over sinister like, because the crowd was supposed to get that tear jerking effect for the sympathy of Cody calling it quits. So in theoretical standpoint, Cody wasn't there doing anything for himself unless it was the UFC, and Cody Rhodes just fought Conor McGregor. They took Conor McGregor to the back, let Cody Rhodes talk, and then Conor McGregor goes, "That's Cody Rhodes. He got over on me, God damn it. I'm going to go up there and smash him with a chair." And bang. Then you know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, it was just creating a whole new angle for, does Cody retire? Does Cody accept the challenge? Yes, it does bring the spotlight to him, but then again, it's trying to make Aleister Black even that more of a heel. It just sucks that Cody Rhodes picked himself to be that person to put himself in that program with Malachi Black, so that he
Right.
would get the stigma of being a glory hog. And I called him a glory hog, I believe, in a comment on a post today.
You
And
did.
I'll stick
Yep.
by, yep, and I'll stick by it.
He thinks he is AEW.
Oh my God. Just listen to his promo. But yes, he could have picked somebody else to do that spot. And then again, he could have picked a way better fucking subject than stealing Mark Henry's sympathy shit that he did back on Monday Night Raw. That was just Mark Henry
Yep.
with a twist.
Ugh.
So, well, with that being said, I'm hoping next Saturday night I will be returning with a sit down with Ricky Atatsu or Falaba. So I'm just waiting to hear back on that. I think my sit downs, I'm going to do them once or twice a month and keep more or less the Saturdays open, and just concentrate on the Tuesday through, Friday gimmick here right now.
Yep.
But Mike, let me know when you get that Twitch thing situated.
I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. I'm not really doing nothing tomorrow, but working on shirts.
Yeah, buddy. Don't worry about it. Just
All
let me
right.
know. All
Our
right,
buddy
boys.
Trooper, our buddy Trooper Gilmore reached out to me today
Oh
and put an
yeah.
order 5 dozen hooded sweatshirts.
Oh wow. How many different colors?
Just white. All he wants is white.
Cool.
White lettering on a black black hoodie sweatshirt.
Not bad.
So
Cool.
we're gonna do that, and we're gonna get it moving. I'm gonna work on a. I'll work on an alternate. I like your shirt. I'm just breaking your balls, but I'm gonna work on an alternative one as well.
Yeah. Good. It's always good to have multiple choices. All right. Any parting shots, wrestling stuff we should look out for this weekend?
Nope. See
Well,
what happens.
this goes out
Go
to
ahead.
Stiff Mike. If I'm watching AEW next week, you're watching it, bud.
Okay, first of all, I'd rather watch shit come out of Bertito's ass than watch AEW, so that's not going to happen. Second of all, good luck to you, buddy, because I've tried watching it 3 or 4 times, and I'd rather poke my eyes out. So no.
Oh, Rumble. I'll watch. I'll watch for you next week, bud.
All right, boys. Well, to Facebook Live, to YouTube Live, thank you very much for tuning in. Spread the good word of the Gorilla Position Network and our multitude of shows. JD wants to say goodbye to everybody. He's clapping. He's the live studio audience. So for the APOC Stiff Mike, the AJP Sidewalk Sam, who's on the mend. Hopefully you can get better. And yeah, you look a lot better tonight, man. At least you don't look like you're in a drug-induced coma.
Oh no, I took.
Yeah, yesterday you look.
I took two pills of Dilaudid there the half hour before I was on last night.
Oh, buddy,
No wonder.
you look wrecked. He was like,
yeah.
all right. With that being said, I am the host, the Boston bad boy, Jason Rumble. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Please spread the good word. And we thank you for tuning in. We'll see you Tuesday night, the Tuesday Night Raw Talk. Have a great one. Peace out.
Later.
Look, hey, it's Devin Shiddick. Hey there, Pilly. What are you doing there? Want to come over and drink 12 beer? All right, there. Have a good one. And hey, don't forget, give a shout out to Brandon Langley. If anybody can help him out, he's in stage 5. He needs help. And he's a good brother. We love him here. I believe he needs a liver or stage 5 kidney trans. Needs a kidney. So if anybody out there is listening, please help him. 34 years old is too young in this life. That's right. It's too young. It's too young in this life to have to deal with such problems like that. Please, if anybody's listening, please help Brandon Langley. You can find the information on Facebook. Once again, everybody, have a great weekend. See you Tuesday night for Tuesday Night Raw Talk. Support professional wrestling. It's the best sport out there. Peace out, everybody. And whoa. Yep. What are you doing? Yep. And good night. Whoa. I gotta be able to hit that broadcast.